Whether you're for or against this takeover, one thing is for sure. There will be changes. Julie Beeson, a parent of an HISD student, knows firsthand about impact and changes. Her son, Bo, is 16 years old. You see him there on your screen. He has multiple severe impairments. Bo is in the Preparing Students for Independence program at T.H. Rogers. Last year into this year, there was great concern and frustration over the possibility the district would send students who are profoundly disabled to schools within their neighborhoods, and then the PSI program would be no more. The future of the PSI program at T.H. Rogers has been tabled because of this takeover. Julie is here with me this morning to talk about this takeover. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. Listening to Mr. Miles talk, what are your initial thoughts?
I think this is a fresh start, and I'm very optimistic.
What does, with that said, what does this takeover mean to you at this time, and what does it mean to other parents with children in this program?
Well, like I said, it's a fresh start because the last administration, they lied, they denied, they deflected, and we're just looking forward to a fresh start where the new board will be transparent with us.
I know throughout this process, people have been critical of the takeover. What has been your experience? I know you just touched upon it, but elaborate on that experience with the previous administration.
Well, like I said, the previous administration, they just weren't transparent with us. They didn't really work with us. They played a shell game with us, we felt like, the old administration, especially the special needs department. Even up until just a few weeks ago, they were playing a shell game with us by not allowing new students to come to our program, which would essentially just kill off the program if we don't have new students. So, just up until the very end, lying, denying, deflecting. And so we're hopeful for this new board that they'll be transparent with us and work with us directly.
Would you say you're relieved the state has stepped in?
Personally, I am. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. It's happened, right. And I think this new person is supposed to be a big disruptor. First glance, the board looks great. They said they wanted people to come from varying backgrounds, and I don't know any of them personally, but I see military people, small business owners. They definitely got an array of people with background experiences. And the other thing I noticed about them, much like me, I had two grandfathers that were football coaches at HISD schools at Milby and Dede, and then I have a profoundly disabled son at T.H. Rogers. All these people on the board seem to have an interest, either multiple students in HISD or they themselves graduated from HISD, so I'm hopeful.
Do you know if any of them have children or have relationships with children in programs such as this PSI program?
You know, I don't know, but I found in life that most everyone in their family has a special needs person. So I bet you one of them does. If not directly, then close in their family.
For people not familiar with the PSI program, what is it?
So this is a place where profoundly disabled students, we're not talking about kids that need 30 more minutes to take a test. All children are entitled to a free and appropriate education in the most supportive environment, including profoundly disabled children. And so we're just hoping that they will let us stay where we are. We love the program. It's so rare to find parents that have disabled kids that are happy where they are, but we are. So leave us alone, basically, and let us stay at our program where we all can be together and not spread out to different schools.
And this program has been around for decades at T.H. Rogers.
And we want it to remain. Even my son still has 6 more years.
What would happen if this program went away?
Oh, I just think it'd be sad for everyone. I think our kids would end up at high schools where they wouldn't really be safe, and more importantly, they would not be included. They would just be the kids that are in a room in the back of the school. They wouldn't be pulled off the sidelines like they are at T.H. Rogers, where our kids are involved in every single aspect of the school.
You talk about safety. That's what this comes down to for your children.
Right.
Would their needs be met if they were sent to just the neighborhood school?
You know, I don't see how it could be done. And why would you want to spend the money to do it? I mean, right now, they say that that's the least restrictive environment for our children, but our kids belong in the most supportive environment. Our kids are outliers. So the law about least restrictive environment just doesn't really apply to our children because they're the exception. They belong together, and so do their parents.
If any of the board members are watching right now, any of the managers or even the superintendent, what do you want them to know? What's your message to them?
I want them to come see our kids in the environment that they're in at T.H. Rogers and see what a special place is. I've always said it's the crown jewel of HISD. The way that these kids are at T.H. Rogers, it's the one thing that HISD really had right. And they just need to let us remain and let future children come and benefit from it.
What is the next step with the PSI program?
So the next step right now is we have a level 3 hearing, which is the complaint system within HISD. It's a 1, 2, 3. So we're at level 3, and that will be in September. With the board, with the newly placed board.
Well, we will be following that very closely. We appreciate you coming in this morning and talking with us,
Thank you
Julie.
for having me on.
Thank you very much.